We're joined now by retired four-star General Wesley Clark, former Supreme Allied Commander of NATO. General, great to have you on. So the USS Nimitz is on its way. The group is on its way to the Middle East. It'll reportedly arrive in a few days. Would the United States do anything? Would it strike in Fordo before the Nimitz gets there?
Some people think they could strike, that we could strike tonight. So we could strike whenever the president says we're going to strike. And there's a trade-off, Elizabeth. If you wait till all the assets get there, what if the Iranians look at these aircraft, their landing sites and so forth in the region, and say they want to preempt us? So suddenly they launch on us before we strike. On the other hand, the longer we wait, presumably, the more Israel can do to degrade their capacity to strike. So it's a real trade-off of understanding of risks. Got to know how much warning we might receive and what the risks are of waiting. But in general, the longer we wait, the more Israel has degraded Iran, and the greater our leverage is. And maybe, you know, the Ayatollah's people behind the scenes are going to look at it, hey, oh, we're toast, toast. But you know, you've got to weigh that against the risk of preemption by Iran that could catch a bunch of U.S. aircraft still on the landing strip somewhere.
So what's your sense, given your many years in decision rooms like the one that's happening right now in the Situation Center, what's your sense on at least what the advice is from the military on timing? Like, are we talking days?
Sooner rather than later. And the reason is, first of all, there's a certain momentum that builds up with the military. They don't like to sit around and wait. People are going to say there's a risk if you wait. What if they strike first? And so I think, you know, the aircraft have been deployed for 36, 48 hours. The air bridge is there. More assets can come in. But the B-2s are waiting. They're in Diego Garcia. They're ready to go anytime. My guess is that the pressure will be on for the president to make a decision on the you know, sooner, maybe as early as tonight, maybe tomorrow night. My best guess would have been tomorrow night, but I'm hearing people say it could be tonight.
All right, let's talk about what it is he's considering, which is dropping one of these bunker-busting bombs on at least one on Fordo. A B-2 bomber would have to fly it in. It can carry 2 of these bunker-busting bombs at a time. And one bomb, as powerful as it is, might not be enough to destroy the Fordo nuclear bunker.
Exactly. So, you know, I think you're going to see several bombs dropped on that bunker. But then, Elizabeth, you're going to end up, and I think the American people understand this, and I know President Trump would understand it, if we're engaged in this and we really want to take out their nuclear capacity, we're not going to just drop some bombs and leave. Somebody's going to have to go in on the ground, see what the damage is, finish destroying the equipment.
Is that American troops? That would be American boots on the ground, or would Israeli commandos go in?
Could be Israeli commandos. It could be Americans. We could bring the International Atomic Energy Agency in there with radiation suits. You could have a Ranger battalion landed around that site, and the special forces go inside it. It's those plans, no doubt, have been talked about and worked out in advance.
So the bunker buster's never been used before. It burrows deep into the earth before it then explodes. And the Fordo nuclear facility is about 300 feet deep underground in the side of a mountain. Do we know for sure that this bunker buster bomb is powerful enough to get down there and blow it up?
No,
we don't.
Of course not. Of course not. And look, if they really wanted to make it safe, they'll have various rooms that are walled off with compartments and different levels. And, you know, you can do a lot of things to defeat even earth-penetrating ordnance if that's what you are trying to do. And apparently it is what they're trying to do. So, and we also don't know, Elizabeth, whether there are not other installations heretofore undiscovered in eastern Iran that are associated with the nuclear program. And if you look at all Israeli strikes, they're all on western Iran. So there's a lot that we don't know about this, really. I think, though, that the pressure from the military is going to be get this thing over with. Start it now. Don't take a chance that the Iranians can preempt us. We'll take care of any threats.
Thank you for watching. Subscribe below and download our NewsNation app right now on your phone, and you will get fact-based, unbiased news for all Americans.